The Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association presents Ohio County Fair Racing. Ohio County Fair Racing is brought to you by Big D's Tack and Vet Supply, Cool Winds Farm, Midland Acres, the Ohio State University Veterinary Medical Center, and thestable.ca. Now let's go trackside for all the action.
Need two more. 4 need 2. Three will be coming to the track shortly. Walk them right there.
The first Shelby County Fair was held in October of 1840 in Sydney, Ohio. The area was already known for its flourishing agriculture. Wheat, oats, corn, and hay were the main crops, and farmers raised all varieties of livestock and poultry. The early fairs exhibited grain, vegetables, eggs, and fruit to serve as a celebration of the completed harvest. Displays of livestock and mechanics would soon join the exhibits located at the town square. Within a decade, the Shelby County Fair had grown. The permanent fairgrounds was purchased and improvements were underway. With harness racing being the most popular attraction, horse barns and a racetrack were the first things constructed. A standardbred by the name of Joe Gallus was a celebrity in Shelby County during the 1860s. Seen as unfit to serve his country, the horse was rejected by the U.S. Army to fight in the Civil War. His owner decided to give racing a try after the horse paced a mile in under 3 minutes. Joe Gallus won every race at the Shelby County Fair and went on to make marks around the country. Today, the Shelby County Fair hosts 2 days of live-action racing as a member of the Ohio Colt Racing Association.
Hi, I'm Dean Gillespie, and I want to tell you about the Ohio Colt Racing Association. There's 19 member fairs, and they sponsor the Partial Futurity in Greenville, Ohio. You need to race in the OCRA. Great racetracks, great people. Bring the kids and come out to the fair, and remember, fair time is fun time.
Hello, everyone. This is Austin Scott, and alongside me is Tom Pye, the harness guy, and we're coming to you live from the Shelby County Fairgrounds in Sydney, Ohio. And tonight we're here to bring you a 9-race card with the Ohio Colt Racing Association, and it's the fillies taking center stage tonight, Tom, and we have race 1 already paraded and on the track as we speak.
Yes, it is a girls' night out. From the rail out, we'll give you a quick rundown. My Guilty Pleasure with Pat Malloy. Bring On Bikini with Jeff Nysonger. Number 3, Rainy Day Chick, Ronnie Gillespie. Number 4 is Nora Tova with Lonnie Graba. The 5 is Weston Rosie with Scott Cisco. And Mary Burkow is driving number 6, Gator Said It Best.
Pretty nice 6-horse field in here, Tom. Again, the 3-year-old filly Pacers here in race number 1, going for a purse of $5,500. $566. And in this field of 6, one interesting story I got here before the race was on the 6. Gator said it best for Mary Burkhold, and was talking with her. She bred and raised this filly, a well-said filly. Said she was really small at 2, and that's why she made no starts last year. She was turned out. She just wasn't ready to race yet, Mary said. And I also asked her, I said, how did you come up with the name Gator Said It Best? And Mary actually told me that she went to the University of Florida and graduated from there, and she actually retired from the Gainesville Police Department. So when she retired, her brother and sister kind of got together and said, you know, we're going to start breeding horses and stuff like that. What should we name them? So they named one of their mares Don't Tell Gator, with her being a Florida Gator. So that's how this filly gets her name. Gator Said It Best. So a little bit of a mix of the dam Don't Tell Gator and the sire Well Said. So kind of a cool story there for Mary.
Very good story.
And she's going to be driving that 6 today. Pierce Henry was originally scheduled to go, but he is up and actually just finished the card up at Tiffin. So yeah, he called her really early this morning, let her know that he wasn't going to be making it. So Mary's going to take the lines today.
They do have the leading driver in the fair circuit with Ronnie Gillespie and Rainy Day Chick, trained by
Starters call the horses to the gate.
Dan O'Mara. Has already in his 3-year-old career, $196,354. Mark is a 2-year-old, $154,100, and took a mark this year, just at Northfield, $154,200. This looks like the one to beat in here, Scott.
Yeah, she looks extremely tough. So you mentioned she had a monster 2-year-old year in 2020 and was actually the Sire Stakes runner-up to Summer Touch. And again, a winner of $166,000 last year, just shy of $30,000 so far this year. So that combination of Dan O'Mara and Ronnie Gillespie, I think, is going to be really tough in here today.
They're at the gate, gates rolling, it's post time.
Well, they are in behind the gate. There are 6 of them to win it. We are at Shelby County Fair in Sydney, Ohio. It is sunny, it is warm, and they are
Philly Pacers, a field of 6. First division are all on behind the gate. Here they come.
Doug Ballinger is our announcer, and we are underway.
They were off and pacing out for the lead. Rainy Day Chick racing on the outside. Nora Toba comes out in second. Western Rosie racing third. My Guilty Pleasure is fourth. Fifth to the inside. Gator Said It Best and off stride. Bring On BD at the opening 8. Down the backside they go and on top of the field. Rainy Day Chick shows the way for Ronnie Gillespie. Racing second as they race on over to the opening quarter. Nora Toba racing next, Western Rosie. Around the turn, My Guilty Pleasure. Into the turn to the 3/8 they go. Gator Said It Best is fifth, and Bring On Beanie trails through a quarter and 38-4 fifth. Into the lane first time coming to that. Ronnie Gillespie and Rainy Day Chick show the way. Racing second as they come on over to the halfway point. That's Nora Toba racing third. Western Rosie got the way fourth. My Guilty Pleasure. Gator Said It Best is fifth. Bring On Beanie trails the field at the half in 59-4 on the divide H. Rainy Day Chick rippling, but now by only a half leg. Nora Toba up on the outside, racing third. Down the backside is Western Rosie. Next, My Guilty Pleasure. Then it is Gator Said It Best. Bring On Beanie way back, trails the field. They're at the 3/4 mark. Rainy Day Chick into the far turn, leads them by a length. Western Rosie right there, second at the 3/4, 1:31-4 around the far turn. Here comes Western Rosie to the outside. Rainy Day Chick, Western Rosie up on the outside. Nora Toba is third. They're at the turn and 8-mile pace. But here, Rainy Day Chick, Western Rosie's coming after the leader inside the final 16th. Rainy Day Chick is trying to take them all the way. Rainy Day Chick, Western Rosie second. Nora Toba home at third.
Is Rainy Day Chick one of those rainy day
2
people?
minutes, 1/5.
Last quarter, 28 apiece. 28 and 2.
Yep, that's what I have. Took him gate to wire, Tom.
That's a good mile. Ron Gillespie adds to his winning total on the leading drivers on the fair circuit. Then we'll get that number up for you.
Yep, Ronnie extends that lead to 33 wins now. So he is in first on the fairs. Thanks to Roger Houston for sharing these stats with me this morning. So Ronnie ups his total to 33. Cam McCown, I believe, drove at Tiffin today. So these stats were after yesterday, so they're not current for this afternoon's programs at Paynesville and Tiffin. So we'll have to update that. But unless Cam McCown did have a 5-win day, then Ronnie is still your leader.
Cam McCown once had a 7-win day at Richwood, and I told him, I said, congratulations, good job. He says, I got lucky.
Yep, that sounds like Cam.
But that's not luck. Good mile. I caught 3.54. The 3. Oh, what? Is that 10-1 over there? 3.5. The 4 went off 1-5, and the 5 was 9-2.
Back in front of the stands, here's your winner of the first race. First Division 3-year-old Philly Pace Ohio Colt Racing Association. Here's the 3, Rainy Day Chick. She's a 3-year-old. They fill about Rockin' Amadeus out of the Always a Virgin mare. Fritzy Chick. Oma Marjorie Paul Hamus, Ludlow Falls. Dan O'Mara trains. Ronnie Gillespie in the sulky. Pacing a mile, 2 minutes, 1/5. This race sponsored by Shelby County VFW Memorial Post number 4239.
Nice crowd in the winner's circle. That nice blanket. The VFW 4239.
Yeah, I have a hard time believing that final odds board, Tom. I don't know if that's right. They had Rainy Day Chick at 10-1.
Yesterday at Marysville, horse going off, which looked like should have been the odds on favorite, overwhelming, was 99-1.
Official. Number 1, Monkey, the pleasure 4. Number 2, Bring on Beanie 6. Number 3, Rainy Day Chick, the winner. 4, Nora Tova finished 3rd. The 5, Western Rosie 2, and number 6, Gator set at best 5. Wow, 2 minutes, 1/5. 30 and 4/5, 59 and 4, 131 and 4. Top down will read 4, 6, 1, 3, 2, 5 on the bottom. Second race coming up in about 10 minutes. A field of 5, no changes. Win, place, show, exacta, and trifecta wagering.
Yeah, but when the final odds is posted, 4-5. Somebody put at least
put the
$10
hammer down on.
Yeah,
Put the hammer down on that
look
one.
at that $22 horse.
That's not bad for a horse that's made now closing in on 200,000 lifetime as a 3-year-old. So I'm very surprised to see that number up on the board.
Paid more than the exacta and the trifecta, almost combined. But second race is coming up, 3-year-old fillies trot. How much are we going for this one? And Austin?
Going for $5,414 in this first division.
And we have 5 fillies in it. One good thing, this is everyone but just about guaranteed a check today. So we shall return for the second at Shelby County here in Super Sydney. And if you
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at bigdweb.com. Most orders shipped that day, or call 1-800-321-2142. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. For over 50 years, Midland Acres has provided top-quality Ohio-bred colts and fillies. As a third-generation farm with 500 acres of pasture for breeding to boarding and on-site veterinarian care, we understand the importance of delivering well-cared-for and well-mannered yearlings. Visit us September 17th at the Pickaway County Fairgrounds and get in the winner's circle with the yearlings by Fear the Dragon, Yankee Cruiser, Pet Rock, and Long Tom. Midland Acres, doing our best to bring you the best.
Bow River Jewelry has been the premier designers of sulky jewelry for more than 30 years. We incorporate today's fashion designs to create a unique piece of jewelry only found at Bow River. Visit bowriverjewelry.com today.
We're back here at Sydney for race number 2. And again, thanks to our sponsors, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply, Midland Acres, and Bow River Jewelry for all of their support here on the Summer Fair Trail with the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association Network. So one note we want to point out to you guys, they do have all the trailers parked in the infield today, so we do apologize for the lack of view down the backstretch. So please bear with us on that, and of course we'll try to keep you up to date on anything going back there you may have missed or anything like that that we're able to catch too. So thanks for bearing with us, and again, thanks for tuning in with us today as well. If you want to follow along at home and have your own program to do so, you can go to our website, ohha.com, and once you're there on the home page, go down the middle column that's titled Horsemen at the top. Go about 4 bullet points down from that. You'll see fair, live stream broadcast, and race programs. Click on that. It'll take you to a new page, and from there you can click on today's program as well as others. You could have downloaded a program for Tiffin earlier today, Paynesville as well, and they have tomorrow's program for here at Sydney as well to download on there. So get you a copy, print it out, and make your picks from home, and maybe share them with us. So Tom, we're back again, race number 2. Let's give a little preview to our audience here. What do we have going postward here in race 2?
Well, we have 2-year-old trotting fillies. They're first division. They're sponsored by Tony Bornhorst, Shelby County Commissioner. And this purse is $5,414. We have numerous sires in here. We have a Triumphant Caviar, Storm and Norman, What the Hill, and My MVP. They look like good, nice trotter, good little trotters. The one that's scratched.
Well, it hasn't officially been announced yet, but that's what I have heard back on the backside. I just don't think it's been reported to the judges yet that the 2 is a scratch.
Well, it was a late scratch, you just said.
Is a late scratch, I believe. So Doug Ballinger, our announcer, has not been made aware of that yet or announced it himself, but I hear the 2 Elena Hill and the Virgil Morgan Jr. stable is down at Scioto qualifying probably as we speak, so she will be a late scratch, I believe, that Doug will probably announce before this second race goes to post.
And that opens up the field for the other 4. They will be competitive. The What's Up Swifty, Ryan Miller's What the Hill filly is Wilmington in the slop by a nose in 2:08. So she has 2 starts, 1 win. Last stepping down from the Buckeye Stallion Series, she trotted in 2-1 at Scioto, and come the last quarter 29 and 2, but it was only 5th. But that is the speed in the race that will make her odds-on favorite. Nice trot and filly. This is a 3rd lifetime start, as I said. We look for improvement.
Yeah, I talked with Ryan before. Well, here's the post parade for race 2.
The horses are on the track for the second race. 2-year-old filly pace, total purse $10,828. This division $5,414. Sponsored by Tony Barnhorse, Shelby County Commissioner. Scratch the 2, Elena Hill. Number 1, Triumph Over Fear with Kevin Wolf. 2 is scratch. Number 3, Glow Face. The driver's changed to Ronnie Gillespie. Number 4, What's Up, Swifty, driven by Ryan Miller. And number 5, Not a Clue, Ed Greeno Jr. in the sulky. Win place, Exacta. Trifecta Wagering, scratch the 2, Elena Hill. Ronnie Gillespie drives the 3. Going to the gate in 3 minutes.
Yeah, Tom, the 4 What's Up Swifty talked to trainer Ryan Miller before today. Again, as you mentioned, only making her 3rd lifetime start today. They did have a setback with her earlier this year, and that's why she's only 3 starts in so far. And Ryan said really she started out really hot, but is starting to become a lot more professional and relaxed out there on the track. So he's pretty happy with her progress here so far. Ryan said she would probably be able to win this race if they had a better driver or trainer on her. So he's doing the driving today and joking around a little bit, but things might have become a little more easy for him with the scratch of the 2 Elena Hill, who's probably going to be a big player in this one here. So, but yeah, the 4 appears to be pretty strong in this field also. And again, for Ryan Miller, really happy with her and plans on having her in another Stallion Series start here, I believe maybe in another week or 2, he said.
Yep. Now, the one Triumph Over Fear, first time appearance before the public. And the triumphant Caviar filly out of Andover Hall by the name of 4 Patty. Kevin Wolf, trainer, driver, and the Wolf Racing Stable is the owner. From East Liberty, Ohio.
1 minute.
Yeah, bred by Rose Run Farm and was actually purchased for $15,000 at the Buckeye Classic sale in Springfield last October. So Triumph Over Fear is actually a January 26 foal, so really early in the foaling season. Her dam for Patty only made $2,600 in her lifetime, but she was 3rd in 2 divisions of the Pennsylvania Sire Stakes. So only a couple of starts there and not a lot of money earned, but again, did it against some good competition, and this is her 2nd full Triumph Over Fear.
The Glowface, Ronnie Gillespie up, catches the Jim Arledge Jr. trainee. Got a lot of chicken scratches there, but has been timed in 2:11-1. And, of course, it gets the top driver, fair driver. Might help him, you never know. Was a Buckeye Classic purchase of $16,000. And What's Up Swifty was a Ohio Select sale purchase for $32,000. And Not a Clue with Ed Greeno Jr., E.G. Trot, LLC, Findlay, Ohio, a $17,000 Ohio Select purchase. She's been timed in 2:10. So has 3 starts, 2 seconds, 1/3. And you never know, she might be poised for the picture.
Still, yeah, looking for that first lifetime win. So her dam is Mystery Hanover by Malabar Man. She only made $13,000 in her career, but she produced 4 winners in 7 foals, including 2 foals with over $150,000 in earnings. So Not a Clue's trying to make it 5 for 8 on her producing winners here today. And I'm sure Ed Greeno Jr. wouldn't mind if she went on to make $150,000 either.
I wouldn't mind if my horse maybe $150. Money is money. They're moving in behind the gate. This is an entry to see if Ryan Miller should take command. I'm not forecasting, but it looks takes command from the 4-hole. Again, there's only 4 in it, and they're moving in behind the gate. Here, next voice you hear from Sydney, Ohio, will be Doug Ballinger.
You're at the gate rolling at post time.
Here they come. The rough and pacing Glowface going for the lead. Racing on the inside. What's up, Swifty? Not a clue. And on the inside, Triumphant Fear trails the field as they trot on over to the opening eighth. And on top of the field, Ronnie Gillespie and Glowface leads the way. Racing second. What's up, Swifty? Two back to Not a Clue third. And way back, Triumphant Over Fear trails the field. Straight alignment going to the opening quarter. Glowface leads the way. Second, What's Up Swifty? Not a Clue. Tracks those 2 leaders from third. Racing fourth and trailing the field. Triumphant Over Fear. They're by the quarter in 33 and 4/5 seconds. Round the turn to the 3/8 they trot. Here comes Ryan Miller and What's Up Swifty up on the outside. Glowface to the inside. What's Up Swifty on the outside. They're matching strides as they pass the stand for the first time and come to the half. Not a Clue racing third. Triumphant Fear racing fourth. They're halfway home and backing off and taking a seat. What's Up Swifty as they couldn't clear the leader. Glowface into the turn. Not a Clue third. Triumphant Over Fear. The half 107 and 4/5 on the 5/8. Glowface shows the way to the backside. Once again, here comes What's Up Swifty to the outside. Not a Clue will have to come 3 wide. Triumphant Over Fear way back trails the field. Up the backside to the 3/4. Glowface the leader by a neck. What's Up Swifty won't go away on the outside. Not a Clue is 4 or 5 lengths off the lead as they move into the turn. Triumphant Over Fear. They circle the far turn. What's Up Swifty on the outside. The inside is Glowface. They're at 3/4. 138 and 1. They're off the turn. They're on their way home. Glowface. What's Up Swifty on the outside with less than an eighth of a mile to trot. Glowface. What's Up Swifty coming to the line. Glowface will take him gate to wire and give Ronnie Gillespie his second winner on the card. What's Up Swifty second. Not a Clue will finish third in 2:09 3/5.
That was with the last half in 1:01 and 4. 2:09 and 3/5 unofficial, of course, but last quarter and 31 and 2.
Yep, that's what I got as well. So Ronnie Gillespie taking Glowface to the front early, and after that opening quarter, tried to jam on the brakes pretty hard. And What's Up Swifty and Ryan Miller came out of the pocket to try to challenge and maybe push the pace a little bit or overtake. And Ronnie stepped back on the gas, got to the half in 107 and 4. So pretty much from there, it's if Glowface can stay flat, it's her race to lose.
First race, Glowface has stayed flat. Mr. Gillespie in the sulky.
Magic hands,
Magic
man.
hands. Ronnie G. Now, down the backside, it was a 3/4 and 30 and 2. And that was the one that's
sped it up a lot.
Took a little starch out of What's Up Swifty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, tried to at 5'8" from, again, you guys may have a hard time seeing down the back, but What's Up Swifty and Glowface pretty much matched strides from the 5/8 to the 3/4 down the back. And again, it was Glowface coming away victorious and coming back to the winner's circle. Doug
Here's
Ballinger.
your winner this second. First division of the G-Roan Filly Trot for $5,414. The 3, Glowface, takes the first division. Teal Bay Filly by Stormin Norman out of the designer Lindy Mare. Fancy label. She's home with Trish Salisbury of Powell, Richard Shout, Delray Beach, Florida. Jim Harley Jr. trains. Ronnie Gillespie gets his second winner of the evening. This is behind Glowface. This race sponsored by Barnhorse Shelby County Commissioner Tony Barnhorse, your Shelby County Commissioner.
2 for 2 for Ronnie Gillespie.
That's win number 34 here on the fair season, Tom.
We better check and see how Cam better get on the stick. He's
Results are official. Number 1, Fear Over Trump. 4. 2, Elena Hill with scratch. Number 3, Glowface, the winner. 4, What's Up Swifty, 2, and number 5, Not a Clue, 3, the mile, 2:09 3/5. 33 and 4 for the quarter, the half 107 and 4, 3/4 138 and 1. Top down reads 4 scratch, 1, 2, 3 on the bottom. Third race in 10 minutes. Field of 4, no changes. One place in Exact Away Dream. One place exact on the third.
Yeah, this 3 Glow Face, Tom, this is actually the first ever Stormin' Norman that Jim Arledge Jr. has had. So she actually trained down in Florida with co-owner Rick Shout, and Jim got her back late this winter, I think it was, and she was featured on Freshman Focus here with the OHHA as well. So picking up her first win, again, the first mile she stayed completely flat in. So congrats to her, to Jim Arledge Jr. and co-owner Rick Shout and Trish Soulsby, and Ronnie Gillespie again extending his lead atop of the fair driver standings this year. We're going to take a quick break and step aside. We'll come back on the other side with race number 3 from the Shelby County Fair in Sydney.
Your animals provide unconditional love. When they hurt, you want the best care available to help them enjoy life again. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center is here for you and for them. From heart disease to cancer, diabetes to broken bones, and 24-hour emergency services, Ohio State's team of experts make a difference in the lives of animals and the family members who love them. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center.
Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. TheStable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at TheStable.ca.
Cool Winds Farm in Lima, Ohio wants to thank all the breeders that supported our first season standing the trotter, Muscle Diamond. Cool Winds also welcomed the proven sire, Mr. Apples, to our stallion barn. Randy and Kim Haynes also stand the only full brother to some beach somewhere, Bring on the Beach, sire of Heart of Chewbacca. Visit the Cool Winds consignment at the Ohio Selected Jug Sale at Pickaway Ag Center on Friday, September 17th.
And we're back here in Sydney for race number 3. Tom, give us a rundown of this field here. We have 2-year-old Philly Pacers, the first division, going for a purse of $6,138. Who do we have?
We have from the rail out Bud's Baby with trainer Darrell Rush, a nice artificial filly out of a Mark III mare. Ronnie Gillespie, will he make it 3 in a row in Ohio? He drives for trainer Dan O'Mara. That's a good combination there. O'Mara Gillespie seize the moment. She is a Bring on the Beach out of a Jate Lobel mare. Number 3 is Fear the Light. Steve Carter trainee. And Dustin Bothman in the sulky. And the 4-horse field. Everyone gets a check. We have Princess of the Night, trainee of Jeff Nysonger. Scott Sisko gets the seat again. He hopped up last week at Washington Courthouse and just win by 6 and 2-6 and 2-5-1. Last quarter 30-3. That was her lifetime victory.
Yeah, talking with Jeff here today and talked to him about that win at Washington Courthouse on Saturday, and he said, quite frankly, he wasn't very confident she was going to come out with a win in that one. Didn't feel like she was very good, but the trip worked out perfectly, and Scott Sisko drove her perfectly and came out with that 6-length victory in 2:05-1 at Washington Courthouse. So you may have seen this filly actually on the Freshman Focus feature earlier this spring when Roger Houston visited Jeff Nysonger's barn, and Jeff made it clear that she is just not very nice to be around, quite frankly, and just makes it really difficult to do anything, especially any kind of vet work or shoeing, which is extremely tough when you're trying to get out here and race. Jeff did mention she's starting to become a little more user-friendly, but still not a big fan of people.
Well, some of them never become user-friendly. And they're tough. But if you get a mare, usually a mare will be a good mare like that or an old rat. And it all depends on, the man upstairs, what happens. And who's that? Who's the man upstairs? No, that's not that man, the man upstairs. But yeah.
Is there anything you can do for a filly like that, for example?
I have one. And the funny thing is she's become more docile to work with. I found out what one thing that was the key to getting her, you can work with her, was a carrot. And she absolutely loved carrots. I mean, she begs for carrots now, but she's still tough, and she still will act up, but you can work with her. And
carrots make it a little better.
I'm going broke buying all the carrots, pounds and pounds of carrots it is. But the fillies are very tough with it. They're very temperamental. They're like, and you can't correct them too often, because if you correct them, they'll go sour up on you. And there's tons. I think it'd stick with an old gelding, a nice 10-year-old gelding will be a nice. They're easy to work with, but they don't make that much money. Now she is by Rockin' Amadeus out of Presidential Bow. A lot of times you look at the breeding on a horse, and you'll know if they're going to be hot or cranky or what have you. And then sometimes, and I always use this. They bred Ivan Suggs mare Gladrags, who was by Green. Don't test me. Was she a Green Triadios? I'd have to. No, but they bred her first to Brett Neville Pride, and they came out with Neville Pride was a mean horse. I mean, took Andy Murphy's finger off the groom, and I mean. But I bred her to that, and she would throw herself, and the resulting foal was Zoot Suit, and he was third in the Hamiltonian, nice trotter. She was a pacer mare, raced against Meadow Skipper. Ivan was 19 when he had her. And then they bred her to Brett Hanover, who was a docile, smart horse. Frank Herben had her, and this resulting foal was Seville Rowe, and he was a nut, and tore off everything, tore off bandages, blankets, everything. But you never know. It's just, it's like having a kid that is he going to be a all-star pitcher or hang down on the corner?
Oh, geez.
Now, in these 2-year-old fillies, they're all just ready. Well, Princess of the Night, our temperamental filly, she has one win at Washington Courthouse. That was last week. She was 1/3. The rest, Seize the Moment, has 1/3 in 3 starts, but got Ron Gillespie. So we never know. She looks like she can do.
See what he can do. He might be able to start the card off with a hat trick. So that would be pretty cool. And also, one of them that I was able to learn a little more about, Tom, the 3 Fear the Flight. This is a Fear the Dragon in the Steve Carter barn. Dustin Bothman's going to be doing the driving today. And I actually talked to Dustin a couple days ago preparing for today's card, and he gave me a little info as well and said that this is a homebred for Steve and Tammy Miller, and said that she trained down really well but got sick recently and is just now starting to get over it. So that may have affected a couple of her last performances as far as at Northfield with the Buckeye Stallion Series on the 14th of July. So she's had a couple weeks off since then, and he really expects her to have a good effort here today if she can behave. She said that she was actually very difficult to break, and he described her as being meaner than snakes. So we got a couple mean fillies, and this one, the 3 and 4, might be squaring off, Tom.
And here we go. You got Fear the Dragon and Rockin' Amadeus. Here they are for the 3rd at Shelby County Fair in Sydney, Ohio.
Horses are on the track for the 3rd race. 2-year-old Billy Pace, total purse $12,276. This division $6,138, sponsored by Boer Chiropractic Center, a field of 4. Number 1 is Bud's Baby, the driver, Darrell Rush. Ronnie Gillespie drives the 2, Seize the Moment. Number 3, Fear the Flight with Dustin Bothman. And number 4, Princess of the Night, Scott Sisko in the sulky. Win place, exacta wagering. They're going to the gate in 3 minutes. Wager now, don't be shut out.
Field of 4 here, Tom, and just post-parade. Let's talk a little bit about where you've been, Tom, if you can even remember. We were talking about this a little bit off of the air. But yesterday, you were at the Union County Fair in Marysville and got to see a pretty good card down there.
It was a great card. We saw a new track record with the Levans horse,
Calvinell,
and he won 54 and 150.
It was like 155 and 3.
Does
that sound about right?
And it was like a fantastic mile. He cut the mile and did not expect that. Back to the several passes week down at Mount
Vernon?
No, not Mount Vernon. Yeah, it gets starts to blend together. We saw a trotting track record at there, and in Bucyrus, we saw a track record.
All age track record there at Crawford County Fairgrounds.
Yeah, that was for 153.
You were there that night for that race, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. I watched at home. I couldn't remember who was on the broadcast that day.
But the weather has been hot, and again, as we said, the horses love this type of weather. I'm not too particularly fond of it, but it's they just seem to be just
1 minute. 1 minute to post time.
Now these are the fillies. We might see a track record for a filly, possibly. I just don't think so. Not today. It's there's not that. These are good little fillies, but they're not the strong two-year-old
being
fillies.
2-year-olds. Yeah, so we're talking all these track records here at Sydney. The all-age pace record is held by Crosswinds Cupcake, who was trained by David Elliott. Dan Noble drove, and that was in 2015. The all-age pace record, 158 flat here at the Shelby County Fairgrounds in Sydney. And then for the all-age trot, it was Lookout Blazer, trained by Tom Hope, driven by Tom Hope, and that was in the year 2001, 2 minutes 4/5. So that track record has stood for 20 years now, the all-age trot at 2 minutes and 4/5.
2001, a trot odyssey.
Tom Hope, he's a judge now.
And Tom is, yep. So I don't know. Can you hear our producer, Chris, on the broadcast? Yes, okay. I just wanted to make sure that wasn't just in our headset as well. But, yeah, Tom Hope, he says now a judge. So, again, his track record stood here at Sydney for 20 years. We'll have to see, again, have some 3-year-old filly trotters here today. We also have the free-for-all trot, which is, I believe, the nightcap here, the 9th race. So could potentially see that track record there. Or again, we'll be back tomorrow where the Ohio Colt Racing Association Colts will take center stage, competing two-year-old Colt Pacers and Trotters, 3-year-old Colt Pacers and Trotters, as well as tomorrow the free-for-all pace.
Looking at the 9th, there is a possibility that 20-year-old record could be broken. There's several good trotters in there.
They're at the gate. Gates rolling. It's post time.
There's 4 nice little filly trotters in this race. This is the
Pacers.
Excuse me. In this one.
Yep.
These are now. What's the difference?
I'll let you handle that explanation.
3-year-old filly Pacers are here, going for a purse of $6,138. This is sponsored by Booher Chiropractic Center here in Sydney, Ohio. The Shelby County Fair. They're at the head of the lane.
Here they come.
It is. Yep. It'll be on YouTube. It's on the OHHA.
And they're off from the inside. Daryl Rush sends Bud's Baby right to the front. Fear the Flight comes out in second as they move into the turn. Princess of the Night is third, and Seize the Moment will be the early trailer. They'll back off and take a seat fourth as they head up the backside.
Yeah.
Bud's Baby shows the way. Fear the Flight pockets up second, next and third. Princess of the Night, Seize the Moment is the trailer fourth, but only 5 to 6 lengths off the lead. Racing on over to the opening quarter, it's Bud's Baby the leader. Fear the Flight next. Princess of the Night is third, and Seize the Moment continues to trail the field. They race by the quarter in 32 4/5 seconds. Round the turn to the 3/8 they go. Bud's Baby and Daryl Rush with the lead. Fear the Flight is second. Princess of the Night is third. Seize the Moment trails the field. They're in straight alignment as they pass the stand for the first time and come on over to the half. Bud's Baby the leader by 2 lengths. Fear the Flight is next, then it is Princess of the Night, and Seize the Moment is the traitor. Now 8 to 10 lengths off the lead. They're at the half in 1:02 2/5. They're on their way to the 5/8. Bud's Baby leads it by 2. Up the backside, Fear the Flight is second. Princess of the Night is third, gapped out fourth. Seize the Moment. Midpoint of the backside, it is Bud's Baby. Fear the Flight, Princess of the Night, Seize the Moment trail, still in straight alignment. Trying to take them all the way is Bud's Baby. They're into the far turn, and Bud's Baby opens up to 2. The inside, Fear the Flight, Princess of the Night is third. Seize the Moment is fourth. They're at 3/4 in 1:34 1 with an 1/8 of a mile to go. And now they're coming after the leader. Out and on the move on the outside. Fear the Flight, Bud's Baby, Princess of the Night through the lane. Bud's Baby trying to hang on. Fear the Flight's coming at him on the outside. Fear the Flight, but on the inside may have been Bud's Baby. Either Bud's Baby or Fear the Flight. Very tight, too close to call. The mile 2:03 1/5.
Last quarter, 29 flat, and as you could have thrown a towel across the finish.
They were rolling. Look, did you get a good look at that, Tom? Looked like the 3 Fear the Flight might have gotten up there in the final strides. Was it too close for you to call as well?
I'm going to go with the pie. 3-1-4.
3-1-4. Man, and that was coming to back half, and what do we have there? About 1 minute and 4/5, I believe.
Yep. That's quarter 29 flat. That's when they picked up the pieces, picked up the paces.
Mm-hmm.
Photo shows the 3, Fear the Flight, over the 1, Bud's Baby. 3 over the 1.
Steve Carter. New lifetime win, new lifetime mark for the Steve and Tammy Carter, Londonderry, Ohio.
Yeah, it was Bud's Baby using the rail to her advantage, and Daryl Rush put her on the front and turned for home with the lead, and Fear the Flight was pouring on the pressure on the outside, and again, getting up in the final strides was Fear the Flight. So Bud's Baby was actually dropping into this race off back-to-back Buckeye Stallion Series starts at Northfield on the 14th of July, and then at Bucyrus, the Crawford County Fairgrounds, on the 21st. Coming off, got a check there at Bucyrus with a 5th place finish and 2:02 3. And again, today she's going to get a 2nd place check. So, and a pretty solid check at that. Again, a good purse for this first division of the two-year-old Philly Pacers, going for over $6,100.
That is last quarter, Bucyrus 28-4, 28-3, 28-1, Scioto Northfield. She can smoke coming for home.
Here's your winner, the 3rd race. Ohio Colt Racing Association two-year-old Philly Pace. This is the first division for $6,138. Here's the 3, Fear the Flight, the 2-year-old Bay Filly by Fear the Dragon out of the Pan-Pacific Flight Mare. Flight canceled. Omba Steve and Tammy Carter, Londonderry, Ohio. Steve Carter trains. Dustin Bothman in the sulky. The mile 2:03 1/5. Lifetime mark for the winner, Fear the Flight. It is official. Bud's Baby 2, Seize a Moment 4, Fear the Flight, the winner. And number 4, Princess of the Night, finished third, 2:03 1/5. The quarter, 32-4. The half, 102-2. 3/4, 1:34-1. Top down reads 2-4-1-3 on the bottom. Fourth race coming up in 10 minutes. Scratch number 2. This gonna hurt Oz, along with the 3, Kissin' Katie. Scratch the 2 and 3 out of the fourth, down to a field of 3. Winning Rose, Bougie Girl, Credit My MVP. Bring 'em on.
And on that.
So yeah, fear the flight.
Number 4, Bougie Girl. Change the driver to Jeff Nicesonger.
Now on the last.
Jeff Nicesonger now will drive number 4, Bougie Girl, in the fourth.
On the 3/4, they waltzed to the first quarter, 32-4. They came home and won 30-2. So they smoked.
Pretty impressive, yeah. Pretty impressive last 3 quarters there, Tom. So
that was the third. We only have 3 in it. It's a Colt trifecta box. No trifecta betting here. It was just I probably wouldn't play show, but that don't matter. We got to have a good race. These are 3-year-old filly trotters going for a purse of $5,006. This is the first division, and that's the 4th race. We'll be back here at Sydney, Ohio, at the Shelby County Fair in a few short minutes.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at bigdweb.com. Most orders ship that day, or call 1-800-321-2142. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
With more than 300,000 horses in Ohio, the economic impact of the equine industry in the state is over $2.8 billion. Much of that value comes from standardbred horse owners, breeders, trainers, and drivers who participate in the sport of harness racing. The mission of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association is to preserve, protect, promote, and serve the entire standardbred industry in Ohio and beyond. To learn more about the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association, go to ohha.com. That's ohha.com.
Back here at the Shelby County Fair in Sydney. Again, it's Austin Scott alongside the harness guy, Tom Pye. And we are getting ready for race number 4. Before we give you a preview of that one, let's give you one last rundown of race number 3. I believe the results are still on your screen. The 2-year-old filly Pacers, first division. We've moved on to race 4. I'll give you a quick rundown. Race 3, it was Fear the Flight taking the win. Second was Bud's Baby. Third was Princess of the Night, and fourth was Seize the Moment. And again, it was Fear the Flight picking up her first lifetime win in 2:03.1. So we move ahead to race number 4 here, Tom. It's the 3-year-old filly trotters with the Ohio Colt Racing Association, going for a purse of $5,006. This is the first division. Who are our starters?
We have Winning Rose and Kevin Beckstedt. Number 2 is scratched. The 3 is scratched. Bougie Girl, Jeff Nicesonger gets this seat. And number 5 is Credit My MVP with Michelle Caldwell. So there's 3 fillies, 3 3-year-old fillies. First division, total purse of $10,012. This division goes for $5,006. What do you think of the field?
Field of 5 scratched down to 3. So, and here they're going to parade.
Horses coming to the track for the 4th race. 3-year-old filly trot. This is the first division for $5,006. Sponsored by Gay Smith and Associates. Scratch the 2 and the 3. Win and exact wagering. These are the horses. Number 1, Winning Rose. The driver's Kevin Beckstedt. Number 2 is scratched. The 3 is scratched. Number 4 is Bougie Girl, Jeff Nicesonger. And number 5 is Credit My MVP, Michelle Caldwell in the sulky. Win and exact the wagering. They're going to the gate in 3 minutes.
So, Tom, the 4 is Bougie Girl in the Virgil Morgan Jr. barn. Jeff Nicesonger picking up the drive today. This is a 3-year-old filly by Uncle Peter out of the Broadway Hallmare Action Broadway that Virgil Morgan Jr. actually trained and is now training a lot of her foals. So Bougie Girl being one of them, and she is actually a full sister to world champion and Triple Crown winner in Ohio last year, Action Uncle.
Yes.
Who was a winner in 12 of his 16 lifetime starts. He's been on the board in all 16 and has banked over $577,000 in career earnings. Unfortunately, he is sidelined this year with a broken coffin bone, I believe it is. But they are going to rehab him and try to bring him back as a 5-year-old in the Virgil Morgan Jr. stable. And again, this is his full sister here this year, and actually has a half sister in the Virgil Morgan Jr. barn named Wendy Ross, who is actually a What the Hill that is out of Action Broadway here. Again, a mare in the Virgil Morgan Jr. barn, excuse me.
Well, the Bougie Girl is actually, she's been very, very consistent. 24 lifetime starts. She has 11 wins, 4 seconds, 1/3. Pretty good. That's 16 out of 24. She picked up $58,330. Had a good year last year with 7 wins out of 13 starts. This year is 4 for 11. But she's coming around. She's Washington Courthouse 2-4-2. Wilmington 2-4-3. She did make a bobble at Northfield in the Buckeye Stallion Series, but still trotting 2 minutes and 2/5. Nice filly, and good family.
Exactly, yeah. Like I said, Virgil trained the Dam Action Broadway and has now trained Action Uncle, Bougie Girl, and Wendy Ross.
Wendy Ross.
Yep, she's yet to make her seasonal debut for Virgil. I know he has said that this family is just extremely ornery, and he's had to fight. He's had to fight all of them, including the Dam, as far as with their manners, and they're pretty wild, and a little bit hot on the racetrack. But once you're able to harness that, again, tremendous results. Just like I said, with Action Uncle being a world champion, Triple Crown winner, and Bougie Girl's had a pretty good career here so far as well.
Yeah, and you put up with that. If they don't make any money, it's kind of tough. But actually, I was talking with a gal across the way. She said she had a mare that came in. We'll talk about way in Bucyrus, and she had a mare that came in from New York. Was this terrible, rotten, try to bite all the time. She says, but she calmed down eventually, and she moved on.
Starters called him to the gate.
She says when she left, she was sad to see her go, because you get used to that, and you develop a rapport with it.
Yep.
And that's why a tough mare like that needs a gal caretaker.
They're at the gate.
Gals get on with them
post
good.
time.
Yeah.
So
We're at
here
the fourth.
it is, a field of 5, scratched down to 3 for the 4th. The 3-year-old filly trotter, first division, going for $5,006. Doug Ballinger will have the call.
A field of 3 trotters, Winning Rose, Bougie Girl, and Credit My MVP. All in behind the Mike Wepkenberg starting gate, and here they come. They're off and trotting. Bougie Girl out for the lead. Credit My MVP on the outside. Winning Rose comes out in 3rd. 3 fillies make their way into the turn and head to the opening 8th, and Bougie Girl will show the way and guide him to the backside. Credit My MVP will sit the pocket in 2nd, and Winning Rose comes out in 3rd. 3 lengths off the lead, up the backside, going to the quarter. Bougie Girl the leader. Credit My MVP 2nd, and Winning Rose trails the field as they head to the opening quarter. Jeff Nicesonger and Bougie Girl the leader. Looking for 3 in a row. And her 5th win on the season. Credit My MVP right there 2nd. Winning Rose is 3rd. Dropped by the quarter in 35 seconds. A very slow opening split. Into the lane first time, coming to the half. It's Bougie Girl, the winner. Credit My MVP. Winning Rose racing second. They pass the stands and come to the half. Still Bougie Girl now, but 2 3/4. Credit My MVP second. Winning Rose racing third. They're halfway home and they move into the turn and head to the 5/8. Bougie Girl has them by the half, 105 4/5, and opens up to 5-6 lengths. Credit My MVP second. Winning Rose is third. Up the backside to the 3/4. Bougie Girl with the lead. Credit My MVP now 5 lengths back. Winning Rose another 2 is 8 lengths off the lead. Headed to the 3/4. Bougie Girl still there. Now by 6-7 lengths. Credit My MVP second. Winning Rose is third as they move into the far turn. They're at 3/4. 138 4. Around the turn, Bougie Girl by 8, 9, 10 lengths. Credit My MVP second. Winning Rose is third. They're off the turn. She's on her way home. It's all Bougie Girl. Credit My MVP. Winning Rose. Bougie Girl and Jeff Nicehunger to take the first division of the 3-year-old filly trot. Credit My MVP second. Winning Rose will finish third. 207 2/5.
Well, Bougie Girl had it her way and then some there, Tom, and very deserving of the 1-9 favorite treatment here at the Shelby County Fair. And Jeff honestly had a very strong stranglehold on her as we saw her come by the half. So obviously she had a lot more in the tank, but I'm sure Jeff knew as long as he took things easy, she minded her manners, they were going to be home an easy winner, and she certainly was.
They come last quarter in
28 3.
Yep, 28 3.
Wow. Yeah, back half 102 2.
He just give it a little line drive with just to keep her honest. But he had a death grip on her coming to the half, and they went that quarter in 30 4. So
she had her head down and was trying to dig, and Jeff really had to reel her back in. And here she comes around, and she'll be heading into the winner's circle.
That is her.
Here's your winner of the 4th. Colt Racing Association 3-year-old filly trot. First division for $5,006. Here's the 4 Bougie Girl. 3-year-old Bay filly by Uncle Peter out of the Broadway Hall mare. Action Broadway. Uncle Carl Howard, Powell, Ohio. Joyce McQuillan, Zanesville. Larry Willis of Columbus. Virgil Morgan Jr. trains Jeff Nicehunger in the sulky. The mile 207 2/5. This race sponsored by Gay Smith and Associates. Results are official. Winning Rose 3. 2 and 3 were scratched. Number 4 Bougie Girl, the winner in the 5. Credit My MVP 2. Time 207 2/5. 35 seconds for the quarter. Half 105 4 3/4, 138 4. 3 scratch, 1, 2 on the bottom. 5th race coming up in about 10 minutes. Field of 5, no changes. Win, place, show, exacta, and trifecta wagering on the.
So that's Jeff Nicehunger picking up his 15th win here on the Fair Trail so far this summer with Bougie Girl, who picks up win number 5 on the season. Second went to the 5, Credit My MVP, trained and driven by Michelle Caldwell. She also owns this My MVP filly out of the Credit winner mare Playful Credit. She was second, the 5, Credit My MVP. Third was the 1, Winning Rose, trained and owned by Ron Wolber, driven by Kevin Beckstead today, and she is a win-back Yankee out of a Muscles Yankee mare, Lavian Rose DeVie, I believe is how that is pronounced. So again, it is 4, 5, 1, your top 3 finishers in the 4th race here at Shelby County. Tom, you have any parting thoughts, I should say, on race number 4?
Take a little break. I will say number 4 is very impressive, and Mr. Nicehunger was all smiles coming back to the winner's circle. So he knew he had a lot of horse, had a lot of horse left. But the 5th race is the Ohio Colt Racing Association's.
It's the 3-year-old filly Pacers, Tom, and they'll be going for a purse of $5,566. So we're going to step aside, get a word from our sponsors really quick, and we'll be back with race number 5 in Sydney.
Athletes, they come in all shapes and sizes. They catch, they leap, they run. Some athletes even come with 4 legs and paws and hooves. When these beloved family members need care, remember the Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center. Ohio State experts wrote the book on exceptional animal care and know how to get our best friends back on their feet. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center.
For over 50 years, Midland Acres has provided top-quality Ohio-bred colts and fillies. As a third-generation farm with 500 acres of pasture for breeding to boarding and on-site veterinarian care, we understand the importance of delivering well-cared-for and well-mannered yearlings. Visit us September 17th at the Pickaway County Fairgrounds and get in the winner's circle with the yearlings by Fear the Dragon, Yankee Cruiser, Pet Rock, and Long Tom. Midland Acres, doing our best to bring you the best.
Selling your horse? Sell for free. No fees, no commissions. The only free auction site in the industry. There's no problem selling your horse at harnesshorseauction.com.
Thanks again to our fine sponsors at the Ohio State Vet Medical Center, Midland Acres, and harnesshorseauction.com. We have a lot of great supporters behind us this summer, Tom, as we're covering every race from every fair across the Buckeye State.
That's 65 fairs throughout the summer. We have 4 teams that go travel, of course, with Trot and Pace Marketing. We have Chris, our producer. And
hi, everybody.
Quiet from the peanut gallery. But does a great job. They got new equipment this year, a lot of Wi-Fi, and we hook back up to the machine with the wires, and makes it a little clearer, less crackling. But here in Sydney, nice crowd that turned out for the races. Mm-hmm. We did have. I want to mention a fan that we had. Several years ago, started with the Racing with the Stars. He was a good guy. His name was Kent Knight, and he was a coach and referee in wrestling, girls softball. He was a Vietnam vet, a really good all-around guy. I always call him ref a coach. They always had a good joke. Him and his wife Carol followed the fairs with almost everyone here in the western part of the state. And he passed last year. Never really got a chance to say goodbye. Just want to remember him. And just one of the many, many nice people that joined us at the Racing with the Stars, and as we travel throughout the Ohio.
And Tom, for someone that maybe doesn't know just what you're talking about, can you tell them what the Racing with the Stars tent is? Because I'm still new to all this, but it was a new concept to me. And I just found out last week, really, what the Racing with the Stars tent was all about.
Yeah, we just started up again this year. Ashley Daly took it to Washington Courthouse. It's our little tent. We have a table, a wheel set up. We play games. We give away prizes. We have information on harness racing. Answer questions from the fans. It's like a community house under the tent. And we travel to, we've got just about 62 fairs with Racing with the Stars. And, of course, with the last year's COVID, that put an end to that. We couldn't be out there. And last year was the silent running. It was kind of sad to be in the grandstand with no people. We still had good racing, but it's still, you want the enthusiasm of the fans. You want to interact. You see friendly faces coming back here. I see them all over. I've been doing this for 4 or 5 years now, and traveled to a lot of fairs in Ohio. A lot of nice people, and it's good to be back to almost normal. Here's the fifth from Sydney.
Horses coming to the track for the fifth race. This is the 3-year-old filly pace. Total purse $11,132. This is second division for $5,666. Sponsored by Shelby County Highway Department, a field of 5. Number 1 is Dome with Kisses. The driver, Lonnie Graber. Pat Malloy Jr. drives it to Rose Run Wiley. Number 3 is Good Gravy, Austin Hanners. Number 4 is Deserano Hill, the driver, Jeff Nicesonger. And number 5 is Apple Susie, Ronnie Gillespie in the sulky. Win, play, show, exacta trifecta. Horse will take one score. They'll go to the gate in 3 minutes. Don't be shut out.
Wager now.
Forgot that part, yeah.
Okay.
Number 3, Good Gravy, driver's change, Scott Cisco.
Then with Kisses, Lonnie Grabber.
Scott Cisco drives the 3, Good Gravy.
These are all, this is the second division of the 3-year-old pacing fillies, and sponsored by the Shelby County Highway Department. Good fillies. We have some pretty big winners in here. We have the both the 4, Deserano Hill, Virgil Morgan trainee, Jeff Nicesonger in the sulky. Lifetime winner in her 2 years of racing of $66,318. Mark of 52-2 at Scioto as a 3-year-old. And she has 5 wins and 11 starts this year. 1 second, 1 third, 31,000. She's done extremely well. That 52-2 is off her card right now, but she shows 52-4 and 59-4 at Washington Courthouse. Then the one I love saying is Apple Susie, and she just won at Lebanon, 157. That's an excellent mile. 58-2 at Wilmington, and she is 3 for 9. Lifetime, she's 10 for 20 with 3 seconds, 1 third, $75,768 on her card. A mark on Northfield of 53-3.
Yeah, she was on the Buckeye Stallion Series trail last year for Dan O'Mara, and I actually talked to him before the Putnam County Fair in Ottawa back on June 22nd, just over a month ago now. And at that point, Apple Susie was 0 for 5 on the season, 5 starts, and hadn't even hit the board yet.
It's time at 1 minute, 1 minute to post time.
After the amazing 2-year-old season she had last year in 2020, and I asked Dan, and he said, we just can't figure her out, Austin. I can't put my finger on it quite yet. Since then, a winner of 3 of her last 4 starts. So I think it's safe to say Dan's figured out something on Apple Susie heading into this one.
Something clicked. Now, Dome with Kisses, she's a...
Do me that again.
Yeah, and she's 1 for 21. Got to mark it on the Hawthorne mile track. She really hasn't... She's one win in 1 second, 2 thirds, and 11 starts this year. Lonnie Grabber, trainee. She'll be tough to... But she did...
Gates rolling. It's post time.
54-4 at the Buckeye Stallion Series. It's looks to the outside with the 4 and the 5, and Apple
Horses
Susie
rolling behind the gate. The gate swings into the stretch, and here they come. They rough and pacing. Deserano Hill goes for the lead. Dome with Kisses to the inside. Between horses, Rose Run Wiley as they race into the turn. Apple Susie hung on the outside. Was third, now second. Will back off and take a seat behind the leader as they head up the backside. And Good Gravy will be the early trader fifth. Down the backside, going to the opening quarter and on top of the field and showing the way. Deserano Hill and Jeff Nicesonger. Happy Susie racing second. Third, third. Dome with Kisses as they race by the turn. Racing to the inside fourth as they race over to the 3/8 mark is Rose Run Wiley. Trailing the field is Good Gravy through a quarter in 31 4/5. They're at the 3/8 mark. A field of 5 in straight alignment. Deserano Hill leads the way by a length. Taking a peek to the outside is Apple Susie. Up the inside at third is Rose Run Wiley, and Dome with Kisses, and trailing is Good Gravy. Halfway home to the inside, Deserano Hill, the outside, Apple Susie, tucked to the inside, Dome with Kisses, they're halfway home, 102 and a fifth, on to the 5/8 they go, Rose Run Wiley is fourth, only 5 lengths off the lead, trailing the field fifth, 10 lengths off the lead, up the backside is Good Gravy, and they're all chasing, Deserano Hill to the 3/4, who has a half-length lead over Apple Susie on the outside, racing third, Dome with Kisses, Rose Run Wiley is fourth. Good Gravy continues to trail. They pass 3/4 in 1:32 and 2. Around the far turn, Deserano Hill opens up by 2. Apple Susie is second. Dome with Kisses third. Rose Run Wiley fourth. Good Gravy trails the field. They're on their way home. Deserano Hill the leader by 2. Apple Susie on the outside coming to the line. Deserano Hill. Jeff Neisanger back-to-back victories. Apple Susie second. Dome with Kisses will finish third in 2 minutes and 4/5.
So plan A worked out for Jeff Neisanger. I talked to him back in the barn area for today. His plan was to put Deserano Hill on the front and control those fractions. He did just that. Really, for this group, 31 and 4 to the opening quarter is walking, Tom.
Yeah, absolutely. They picked up that and a half and 2 and 1, 30 and 2, 3/4, 132 and 2. That's a quarter 30 and 1 the last quarter. Can we add this up correctly? 28 and 2.
Yep. Back half 58 and 3, Tom.
And that shows that Deserano Hill, she coming off a Ohio stake at the win in 59 and 4 at Washington Courthouse, and she also a Buckeye Stallion Series at Scioto, 53 and 4. They both went off 4 to 5, and they both deserved to be 4 to 5. They both to be co-favorite. It was out. I will say, Neisanger was able to control the pace, and each one of those panels, whether it be an 8th or a 16, he did a good job. That was a good steer.
Yeah, Ronnie Gillespie tried to look to the outside there after the quarter and push the pace a little bit, and he got hung out there and pretty much spent the last probably 5/8 of that race about a length back on the outside of Deserano Hill. And Apple Susie, the 5-horse in here, came home in second. And here comes Jeff Neisanger and Deserano Hill into the winner's circle.
Here's your winner of the 5th race. 3-year-old filly Pace, Ohio Colt Racing Association. 2nd division, number 4, Deserano Hill. 3-year-old bay filly by Racing Hill out of the well-said mare, Beautiful Hill. Home by Carl Howard, Kiara, and Trey Morgan. And Virgil Morgan at Grove City. Virgil Morgan Jr. trains. Jeff Neisanger gets his 2nd winning drive of the evening. This one behind Deserano Hill, the mile 2 minutes 4/5. This race sponsored by Shelby County Highway Department.
Nice looking little filly there by Racing Hill. Out of a well-said.
Results are official 5th race. Number 1, Dome with Kisses 3, 2, Rose Run Wiley 4. Number 3, Good Gravy 5, 4, Deserano Hill the winner. Number 5, Apple Susie 2. The mile 2 minutes 4/5. 31 and 4 for the quarter. The half 102 and 1, 3/4 132 and 2. Top down 3-4, 5-1, 2 on the bottom. 6th race, field of 4. No changes. Win place exacta wagering on the 6th.
So in the 6th, 4 in it. We have 2-year-old trotting fillies. This is a 2nd division going for $5,414. We have 4 young lasses, and we shall give a little recount of this. after these few messages from our sponsors.